All right, thank you, Tanner. Breaking overnight, police are speaking to a possible suspect after one man is stabbed in southeast Wichita. Officers rushed to this scene near Pawnee and Oliver around 2 this morning. They tell us that when they arrived, officers found a man in his 40s with multiple stab wounds. He was taken to a Wichita hospital. A suspect was also located in the same area, and he's currently being interviewed by detectives. Now, you can be the first to learn about breaking news by heading over to our website at KAKE.com. You can also see updates on our Facebook fan page as well as on Twitter. One person has died as a result of a crash in Reno County. The accident took place around 1 Saturday afternoon, about a quarter-mile north of Greenfield Road on K-14. That's about 15 minutes south of Hutchinson. Now, a man was heading north on the highway. For an unknown reason, he left the roadway, entered the ditch, and struck a culvert. The vehicle overturned 3 times before coming to a rest. 49-year-old Charles Ruff of Harper died in that crash. A passenger in his vehicle was hurt and taken to the hospital. We are getting new information this morning after tornadoes swept through southwest Kansas, and we do have good news along with that. Authorities say that there have been no reports of serious injuries from the tornadoes that raked through the state Friday night. The National Weather Service says 8 tornado sightings have been reported in the area by late into the evening, including one near Dodge City and the tiny town of Ford. Emergency management offices in that area said homes, several of them, some outbuildings as well, and sheds were damaged by the storms. Now, we've been tracking storms ever since things had picked up on Friday. KAKE storm chaser and meteorologist Tony Lawback shot this video of some weather from earlier storms in Pratt County yesterday. Now, it included some 1-inch hail that fell just east of the town of Sawyer. Now, KAKE viewers sharing their photos with us of the storms, they share these photos with us overnight, including this one by Shayla Dewart saying this photo is from Wichita, and it's what she says is the best photo that she could get of those storms late last night. Anthony Young sending us this photo saying this was by the intersection of 281 and 160 in Medicine Lodge between 7:30 and 8 last night. Now, also in Medicine Lodge, Carrie capturing this photo of a hailstone about the size of a quarter, and you'll really be amazed though to see hail from another photo. This one coming to us from Alex. He captured this of the hail that fell over in Chapman, so we're talking kind of closer to Manhattan, Kansas, Abilene, that sort of area. Says it really just looks like snow, kind of reminding me, and I think other people, by looking at this, of what had fallen over here in our community within the past couple of weeks. Now, if you ever happen to have storm pictures, feel free to send them to us at news@kake.com, or you can post them directly to the KAKE TV Facebook fan page. Now, people in southwestern Kansas spent the day picking up after Friday night's severe weather, which included several tornadoes. Now, some of those had touched down and affecting areas south and east of Dodge City, including the towns of Mineola, Bloom, Ford, and Lewis, Kansas. KAKE's Austin Brissett caught up with the folks over in Edwards County for a look at the challenges ahead.
Some of the around 500 residents of Lewis come together to help one another after a tornado ripped through town.
I mean, you got people walking around in people's yards and helping picking up, making sure everybody's okay. The community itself is just, in on top of it.
Javier tells me people have been out since around 7 in the morning.
Some people out driving around looking at the mess.
Volunteers and community members working together, using different equipment to handle the debris left behind. Debris including one big tree that Javier says narrowly missed a line of houses.
It was a very big tree. I mean, it pretty much was from one driveway to the road. I mean, it was just overall huge tree, and I mean, easily around 4 or 5 feet, in diameter.
Poles snapped in half, lines hanging low, roofs gone, and trees sitting on top of people's homes. Jasmine Marquez's house was one of the homes hit, and it wasn't something that she expected.
We've never had a tornado in town or get so close to town, so we just run to a basement, get safe.
Jasmine, her husband, and her children weren't home when the tornado came through. They went to a shelter in another part of town, and she says it all went by in the snap of a finger.
Just a few seconds later, we came out and it was silent.
The tree was eventually lifted from her home with the help of family members, friends, and community members, which she says without them it wouldn't have been possible.
It means a lot. It means that when you don't expect the help from your neighbors and friends and family, they'll all show up to help.
Well, certainly nice to have that help. There isn't a whole lot of damage to her roof, but for now, she says it's just a matter of picking up the rest of those pieces and then helping others. Now, Saturday morning storms forced a semi-truck to roll over off of Highway 54. Butler County Sheriff's deputies responding to this area just east of El Dorado around 11 o'clock yesterday morning. The good news, they found the driver was not hurt at all, and he says that his seatbelt saved his life. The truck was hauling about 3,000 pounds of plastic cups, a lighter load than what most trucks carry, making it a whole lot easier for the wind to topple that trailer. But also a similar sight and situation in Jefferson City, Missouri. Troopers say a man driving this truck was taken to the hospital with moderate injuries. The footage coming into us early this morning. Authorities say that he had under 10,000 pounds of freight in his truck, also making it easier to top over. Now, you can stay ahead of the storms by downloading the Cake First Alert weather app. It has interactive radar, video updates, and alerts to keep you and your family safe. Wichita police are investigating a drive-by shooting near 21st and McLean in northwest Wichita. This all taking place last night. Now, no one was hurt. We caught up with officers as they were still collecting evidence into the night. We'll keep you posted on any developments. Hispanic residents make up more than half of the population in Ford, Finney, and Seward counties, but there is only one Hispanic elected official in all three southwestern Kansas counties and their three largest cities. And that's why there is now a new push to recruit more Hispanic candidates so residents can choose leaders who truly represent them. We're told that money and time are among the biggest hurdles. The state reports its unemployment rate stayed flat at 3.5% last month. The Kansas unemployment rate has remained below 4% for more than 2 years. Only 10 of the state's 105 counties had unemployment rates above 4% in April. So a good bit of news to share with you this morning. All right, at 8:08 on this Sunday, now is the time to plan for your summer vacation. You may be feeling it with the storms ahead. You want to get a break? Well, we have some expert advice on how to score the best deal, getting you a destination to it for cheap. And as we look ahead to the forecast, we do have some tips for preparing for some of the soggiest weather right here in Cakeland.